$2,400 if you're on SSI and SSDI? Yes. $600 of FUC Retro back to July 25th? Yes. EIDL grant for everyone? Yes. It's third stimulus check and third stimulus package. Expression I coined on this channel. It's Biden stimulus. It's coming after January 20th, and we're just days away from it. Purple Hawks are ready to pounce. In this video, I'm going to go over all the incredible big money you've waited nearly 6 to 7 months for. It's happening. It's happening in third stimulus check and third stimulus package. It's so many items, from whether it's EIDL or PUA or FPUC Retro or Social Security benefits increased. So much great news. This is third stimulus check and third stimulus package. Hey, good afternoon, everybody. It's LALATE, and boy, am I excited for you, because third stimulus check and third stimulus package is less than 2 weeks away. And to become a reality, it's taken so much time, and we're absolutely over the finish line. So please subscribe to this channel. Go to the front of this channel, subscribe. Also hit that alert button so you get alert when our next video comes up. And also like this video. Meantime, if you've not become a member, please consider becoming a member. Purple Hawks, you'll see identified on this channel in the comments with a beautiful Purple Hawk badge next to them. You hit that join word underneath the video to become a Purple Hawk, Purple Power, or Calcino VIP. Meantime, enjoy the new emojis launched overnight and new badges for this channel. You can chat with a badge or comment with a badge by hitting the little smiley face underneath a video under the comment, and up pop the badges and emojis. Really exciting, great news. In this video, I'm going to go over what's happening with your second stimulus check items that are rolling into third stimulus. A lot of viewers are confused. Is the Cash Act going to become part of third stimulus or not? Then I'll be going over the incredible details of third stimulus check and third stimulus package. There's so many items for you. So get that pen and paper ready. I'm telling you to take notes and to get ready to pounce as a Purple Hawk. Let's get ready to rock and roll. These are the breaking details. The breaking details, as I sit here today, is that Cash Act 2021, that fix-it bill to give you the remainder of the $2,000 you haven't gotten. You got the $600 and you're waiting for the extra $1,400. Cash Act 2021 may be held to around the date in which Joe Biden is sworn in and inaugurated. Why? Because we're running out of days. That's the first issue. 2, Georgia state rules require them to wait a certain number of days before they certify the election results for Warnock and Ossoff. And that will take us into the earliest of next week. And they won't have enough blue senators sworn in to control the blue Senate until that event happens. And 3, there's a lot of efforts that are going to be kicking in the House for impeachment results that may slow down the Cash Act 2021. But you're absolutely positively going to get the Cash Act 2021, all the Democrats have said. The question is what date? By all indications, it's likely to become a law now around the 20th, not this week, but potentially it could still happen next week, but I just don't see that happening. So does that mean that that's your only stimulus check under third stimulus check and third stimulus package? No. It is the fix-it bill to fix the second stimulus package. It also fixes the first stimulus package because it gives you that retroactive stimulus check back to the first stimulus package if you're adult dependent and were excluded. So then under third stimulus, are you going to get a stimulus check? Of course. Are you going to get a stimulus check every month? Hard to say. Are you going to get retroactive stimulus checks covering last year? No, that's just, these people at this point just want to skate that issue aside. So they want to give you several checks in 2021. How many checks, we don't know. It's likely the amount will be $2,000. And there you go. But the big news is not the donut guy news. The big news is the Purple Hawk news. Donut guys are people who just want to sit back and do much of nothing and get free checks. When am I getting my next free check? Is another free check coming? I just want to eat my donut. Tell me when the next free check is coming. Purple Hawks are ready to get 10, 15, 20, 30, $100,000 under third stimulus package. There's a lot of big difference between $2,000 and $100,000. So let me go over the details across the board. First, The important thing to understand is FPUC will be retro, claims Joe Biden. Back to July 25th, he's claiming at $600 a week. That's $12,000. That's item number one. Second, the remainder of your EIDL grant, or the EIDL grant you never got before, or the EIDL grant you never applied for. $10,000 right there. How do you get an EIDL grant? You wait for third stimulus to happen, and the EIDL application will reopen for those who never applied before, and you apply for an EIDL with an advance. It's for people who have a Schedule C on their 2019 tax return or file corporate tax returns. I always have someone that asks hysterical questions like, I haven't filed a tax return for 20 years. Can I get an EIDL grant? No, you're not paying the government any money. Why would they give you money? Enjoy your donut. So now let me continue up. The remainder of your $10,000 EIDL grant, we have new clarity from SBA today. They actually say if you applied before, you don't have to apply again. They already have you in the queue to get paid for the system that never paid you before. So that's really good. Again, this is third stimulus check and third stimulus package. Now, one of the things I have to make very clear right now, because I know it's going to be confusing, is some of these programs are live under second stimulus, but in a different way. And so you're going to hear, oh, it's coming in January 20th. Oh, I found it. It already opened early. Go get it now. No, it is not opened early. That's not for you. That's for someone else. But wait a second. It just went. I always have those type of people. Please don't do that. You're going to get yourself in big trouble. Not with me, with someone else. SBA. So don't do that. People get very anxious when they see something and they just sort of pounce. They encouraged hawk. Calm it down, hawk. Don't get too encouraged. So EIDL is available now, but it's not for you. It's for agricultural. So don't be ready to pounce. Then PPP will be expanded, and then the $2,400 of SSI and SSDI. Now, SSI and SSDI's increase will be beautiful for Donut Guy because he doesn't have to do anything for him. It's automatic. $2,400. How does that work? $200 a month, 12 months to December of this year to cover the pandemic. This is in addition to all stimulus checks. It's not a replacement. This is for SSI, SSDI, Social Security, Railroad benefits, and veterans. I get some questions like, is it for veterans? Yes. Then I get questions like, is it for children? Presumably, no. This is for adults that have not gotten the true benefits of these programs over the years. That's what the message of the bills say, of the language says. Then a new benchmark that would raise a new step up that would raise your benefits one time up to 20%, and a new benchmark that would raise your benefits annually at the end of the year. All really good news. Again, you wouldn't have to do anything for it. It'd be all automatic. Multiple stimulus checks is also automatic. So you see on the third stimulus package, there's two items, which are the smallest items, really in a way, that are automatic. The SSI and SSDI and the multiple stimulus checks are among the potential smallest items. The biggest items are EIDL grant, $10,000, EIDL loan, which could be hundreds of thousands of dollars. PPP will be broadened in third stimulus check as well. That could be hundreds of thousands of dollars. And then we go to the other items. Hazard pay. That's $10,000. Now, hazard pay on all these things may be good rub eyes. Viewers are starting to ask me, how do we know this and how do we know that? You know, what we're dealing with at the moment is the merger of two news sources. The first news source is everything we heard from Pelosi throughout much of 2019 in bills. And then we have Joe Biden in his transition papers and everything he wrote in those. Sometimes they're duplicative, which is great. They're repeating the same thing. Hence, we know it's very likely to happen. Sometimes we have things that Pelosi talks about, but Biden doesn't talk about. And then sometimes we have the reverse. So the SSI and SSDI, that's a Biden thing. The multiple stimulus checks, that's a Biden thing. Hazard pay, both of them talk about it. Biden does not talk about the $10,000. He just talks about hazard pay, but talks about it actually with a broader eligibility, which is really quite great. More people qualifying for it. Pelosi gave a number to it. He hasn't given us the number. $13 an hour from January of 2019 until 60 days after the pandemic ended is how Pelosi put it, up to $10,000, where the employer applies. Not you. I don't like that. I don't like that. Employers should not be applying for you. And then I have questions like, well, I was essential. Now I got laid off. Am I going to get hazard pay? Sure, absolutely. All these things are, if at any time during the pandemic this event happened, you get paid. Very simple. FPUC retro, oh baby. I mean, this is the one question I get a lot. FPUC retro is the issue of people who are unemployed from July to December and received UI from July to December. So you've actually received your UI and PUA from July to December. Then you're waiting for FPUC, which never exists in those days. Biden claims he's going to pay it, $600 a week. FPUC retro to July 25th, that's 20 weeks of FPUC you never got. Then when he brings it up to the present, then he's going to go forward on it into the future. So you're getting $300 a week now under second stimulus. Under third stimulus, they're going to come in and say, oh, we're going to throw an additional $300 on top of it. We're going to bring it up to $600. So they would revise what you've gotten so far and give you more money. There you go. Can you imagine? CDC grant, Lifeline grant. These are where we start to go into uncharted territories. Let me explain why. CDC grant and Lifeline grant are under the HEROES Act, Pelosi, not mentioned by Biden. And when I say by uncharted waters is because we don't know if Biden's going to do what Pelosi said, and also they're sort of duplicative. Lifeline grant sounds like hazard pay because the eligible pool is the same generally as hazard pay. The amount sounds like hazard pay as well, and it's underwritten by CDC. So are you going to get two items? Unclear. Lifeline grant also sounds like EIDL. So why would you be able to get EIDL and Lifeline? Not really clear. Are they going to fix that or block one from getting the other? I don't know. Again, Lifeline was in Pelosi's papers, not in Biden's papers. What is Lifeline? It's a grant based upon your 2019 cost of goods sold line 2 of your return, up to $50,000. So it's really sort of peculiar. What my prediction is that you're going to see Biden follow what his transition papers said. He will likely throw in some additional things from Pelosi, and then he's going to throw in new things, which I have never heard and you have never heard, and you're going to be sort of shocked. Now, I'm starting to receive sort of the negative nanny DMs where a Democrat on the Hill said, I'm not going to support this if Biden does that. You know what? I've gone through 6 months of hearing what Republicans don't want to give you. I do not want to start receiving messages from people saying, well, there's one Democrat who says he's not going to support it. So, I don't know if it's going to happen. That's not how Congress works. There's far more than enough Democrats in both the Senate and the House to pass things. So don't presume that if one vote jumps ship, you're in trouble. It's really not that type of situation. Now, in the Senate, you certainly make that argument. But it's really, really not going to happen because Biden has been elected to do this, and this is the leader of their party. They are not going to break all ranks with their leader of their party on day one. Never going to happen. Finally, people are asking me, how big is the stimulus package going to be? It ain't going to be $500 billion. It ain't going to be $1 trillion. I'm predicting it's going to be somewhere between $4 to $7 trillion. Biden is going to follow it up with $7 trillion for teachers and schools. He said that already. And then he's going to follow that up with $9 trillion for the roads and the highways. He said that as well. So you're going to see upwards of $30 to $40 trillion spent in not less than a few months. I know it's a long, large glass to swallow of stimulus tea, but that's what's happening. And I know it sounds like it's night and day from what happened in 2019, but what I need you to do as a Purple Hawk is be ready to pounce and get this money as soon as it goes live. I don't need you to be coming up to speed or being educated about it after it becomes live, because as soon as it goes live, it may be gone. What I've detailed on this channel extensively is the following. In the case of, for example, EIDL grant, they go live on Monday, and by Wednesday, they're gone. It's literally 48 hours and they're gone, and I'm not exaggerating. And that's even when it's an enormous stimulus package. So what I want you to be prepared with is getting this money as a Purple Hawk, pouncing as soon as it goes live. If you did not watch the video before this, I just announced that EIDL for agricultural only, I can only say that as loud as I can say it, agricultural only went live with their loan today, not their grant. Where's the grant? Maybe in the next few hours after this video airs, they're going to come back with it. But that's agricultural only. So that's farmers have to pounce. Farmers have to pounce. And with that, please subscribe. Go to the front channel, subscribe. Hit that alert button and also like this video. If you hit that alert button, you're going to see the next video when it goes live. But if you're a member and you become a member by becoming a Purple Hawk, Purple Power, or Calcino VIP, you'll get an early link to the video before anyone else coming up right after this. That is Purple. And meantime, join me next thereafter with Becoming the Mitch. As always, stay informed, stay smiling, and stay alive for more.